Good morning to students. Today we are discussing about the collision. Collision is nothing but the process in which the motion of a system of particles changes but keeping the total momentum conserved is called collision. So collision is nothing but if we have taken a two bodies, two objects, when two objects is keep in contact, so it is touched together, then after the collision, so the velocities is change, the velocities are change is called the collision. So the process in which the motion of the system is nothing but two or more objects is in motion of the particles changes, the motion is changes after the collision but keeping the total momentum is conserved, the momentum of the system is conserved is called the collision. So for example, when two balls is moving, so for example, so then one particle, so this is the one particle mass is m1 and another particle is at rest, so it is u1 velocity, so u2 equals to 0 when, so it is moves and after some time it collide, so it is collide with m2, so it is a m2 mass, m1 m2, two particles, these two particles is collide with other, u1 is the velocity and u2 equals to 0, so it is keep in rest. After the collision, so it is moves, m1 moves in this direction and m2 moves in such direction, so two opposite direction it moves it different directions, so this is the x direction, so it is moves velocity v1, it is moves a velocity v2, the velocity v1 and different velocities. So then here theta 1 is the angle, this angle is theta 2, so different angles and different velocities. So the total momentum is conserved, the total momentum is nothing but m1 u1 plus 0 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. So the total momentum before the collision, the total momentum equals to after the collision, the total momentum, so this is called the conservation of momentum, so it is a collision. So the collision is two types, that is first one elastic collision, second one inelastic collision. So what is elastic collision? Elastic collision is nothing but the collision of two bodies, it's obey conservation of momentum and conservation of kinetic energy. So the collision, what is the collision? The collision is obeys the law of conservation of momentum, the law of conservation of kinetic energy is called elastic collision. Inelastic collision is nothing but it's obey the collision, it's obey conservation of momentum but it doesn't obey conservation of kinetic energy is called the inelastic collision. So elastic collision, the conservation of momentum and conservation of energy both are both laws are obey. So but inelastic collision, it's obey conservation of momentum, but it doesn't obey the kinetic conservation of kinetic energy. So conservation of kinetic energy, so it is called the inelastic collision. So here for example, if a alpha particle is collide with Rm atom, so then after the collision the alpha particle is moved such a direction, and the electron also is moves in a different directions. This is also called the collision. When two balls is moving such direction, so the two balls is moving. So for example, this is one ball, it is another ball, very so it is m1 mass, it is u1, it is m2 mass, it is u2. So both are in same direction. After some time, so u1 is greater than u2, so u1 velocity is greater than u2 velocity, so u1 is greater than u2. So after some time these are in collides to each other. After the collision the bodies is moves different velocities. So the velocity is v1, the velocity is v2, so masses are same m1 and m2. So this is called the collision. This type of collision is either elastic collision or inelastic collision. Elastic collision is nothing but it is obey the conservation of momentum. Before the collision the total momentum of the system, after the collision total momentum of the system are equal, it is called the elastic collision. Inelastic collision is nothing but before the collision the total momentum equals to after the collision the total momentum, and it doesn't obey the kinetic energy, conservation of kinetic energy. The total kinetic energy of the system before the collision is not equals to after the collision the total kinetic energy. So it is called the inelastic collision. In elastic collision, this elastic collision, the kinetic energy is conserved and also momentum, linear momentum also conserved. It is called the elastic collision. According to elastic collision or inelastic collision, collisions are and two types, that is one dimensional collision and two dimensional collision. So we are discussed in the chapter. So one dimensional collision and also two dimensional collisions. Okay, listen. So continuation of collisions. So here we are discussing one dimensional elastic collision or head-on collision. One dimensional elastic collision. First of all, so what is elastic collision? Elastic collision is nothing but the collision is obey the law of conservation of momentum and also law of conservation of kinetic energy is called the elastic collision. Now one dimensional or head-on collision is nothing but, so before the collision the two bodies and after the collision the two bodies is moves in a straight line only in one direction is called the one dimensional elastic collision. So here, so we are derive the equations for the velocities, final velocities of after the collision. So first of all we are consider, so a sphere, the mass is m1, another sphere the mass is m2, so different masses. So the initial velocity are u1 and u2, so both are is same direction, it's move same direction. So here u1 is greater than u2, the velocities are first sphere velocity is more than second sphere velocity. So after some time it's collide to each other, it collides to each other, it is a small time, very small time. So it is collide, then after it moves in a same direction, so it is moves in the same direction, so it is m1, so it is m2. So the velocity after the collision v1 and v2, so these are in a same direction in a straight line, is called the one dimensional elastic collision, or also it is called head-on collision. So here the elastic collision, it's obey the law of conservation of momentum. From law of conservation of momentum, conservation of momentum, okay, law of conservation of momentum. So before the collision, what is the momentum of first body? m1 u1 plus second body m2 u2 equals to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Okay, so from this equation, so m1 terms is take one side, m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So m2 u2 term is taken right side. So here what is common here? m1 is common, u1 minus v1, it equals to m2 is common, v2 minus u2. So this is equation number 1. Next, second one, what is elastic collision? Second law is law of conservation of kinetic energy. Law of conservation of kinetic energy. What is the law of conservation of kinetic energies? Of before the collision total kinetic energy m1 u1 square plus of m2 u2 square equals to after the collision of m1 v1 square plus of m2 v2 square. Okay, that implies of can we remove both sides, so then m1 u1 square m1 terms minus m1 v1 square equals to, so m2 term is taken right side, m2 v2 square minus m2 u2 square. Okay, here m1 is taken common, u1 square minus v1 square equals to m2 is taken common, v2 square minus u2 square. So this is equation number 2. So here the equation number 2 is divides with equation number 1. Equation number 2 is divides with equation number 1. So that implies m1 u1 square minus v1 square divided by, so what is m1 u1 minus v1, that equals to m2 v2 square minus u2 square divided by m2 v2 minus u2. Okay, so here m1 gets cancelled, m2 gets cancelled. So here u1 square minus v1 square, so this is like a square minus b square. A square minus b square equals to a plus b into a minus b. So write u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 divided by u1 minus v1, that equals to v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2 divided by v2 minus u2. So v2 minus u2 gets cancelled, u1 minus v1 gets cancelled. So what is the remaining? u1 plus v1 equals to v2 plus u2. So from this equation, u1 plus v1 equals to v2 plus u2. So here u2 term is taken left side and v1 term is taken right side. So u1 minus u2 equals to v2 minus v1. So this is the equation. So from this equation number 3, so this is the equation number 3. From this equation number 3 we can write, so it is a before the collision u1 and u2 and v2 and v1 after the collision. So the relative velocity approach before collision equals to relative velocity separation. So relative velocity approach before collision is equals to relative velocity separation after collision. So this is equation number 3. So then u1 minus u2 equals v2 minus v1. So we know that u1 and u1 is greater than u2, but after the collision we don't know v1 and v2. So then we can find out the velocities after collision. So listen, from equation number 3, so first we can find out v1. So then v2 equals to what can write? u1 minus u2 plus v1. Okay, v1 is take left side, negative becomes positive, so plus v1. So this value, the v2 value is substitute in equation number 1. So what is becomes equation number 1? So where is v2? m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 into, so v2 equals to u1 minus u2 plus v1. Okay, minus u2, so minus u2 here, minus u2, so that implies m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 into, so here u1 minus u2 plus v1 minus u2, so here u1 minus 2u2 plus v1. Separate the terms m1 u1 minus m1 v1 equals to m2 u1 minus 2m2 u2 plus m2 v1. Okay, what we want? v1 term. So this left hand side the term is taken right hand side, and right hand side these terms is take left hand side. So that implies m1 u1, so it is plus, minus becomes plus 2m2 u2, so it is minus m2 u1, okay, equals to m2 v1, same, minus becomes plus m1 v1. That implies here m1 u1 minus m2 u1, so u1 is take common, m1 minus m2 plus 2m2 u2 equals to v1 is take common, m1 plus m2. Okay, so that implies v1 equals to the m1 and m2 is take left hand side, so m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2. So this is the v1 equation. So after the collision, v1 equals to m1 minus m2 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 by m1 plus m2 into u2. So this is equation number 4. Next, from equation number 3, from equation number 3, so here we can write, so v1 equals to v2 minus u1 plus u2. Okay, this v1 value is substitute in equation number 1. Then, so what is the equation number 1? Equation number 1 is m1 u1 minus m1 into, so what is v1 value? v2 minus u1 plus u2 equals to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Okay, so here it is separate m1 u1 minus m1 v2 minus m1 u1 minus, so sorry, minus into minus is plus here, minus m1 u2, that equals to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Okay, now, so what is the common terms here? m1 u1, so 2m1 u1 minus, here m1 is take, sorry, minus m1 v2 minus m1 u2, that equals to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. So what we become? v2 is, we have v2 is find out, so 2m1 u1 minus m1 u2. So here u2 term minus becomes plus m2 u2 equals to m2 v2 minus becomes here plus m1 v2. This implies here u2 is take common 2m1 u1 plus u2 is take common, so m2 minus m1 into u2 equals to v2 is take common v2 m1 plus m2. Okay, that implies, so here v2 equals to 2m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 minus m1 divided by m1 plus m2 into u2. So this is the final velocity of second sphere. So v2 equals to 2m1 by m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2 into u2. So this is equation number 5. So equation number 4 and equation number 5 are the final velocities of the after collision of the spheres after collision. Okay, so it is the final velocities v1 and v2, equation number 4 and equation number 5. Okay, listen. So here the final velocities after the collision in one dimensional, that is head-on collision, that is v1 equals to equation number 4, v2 equals to equation number 5. So we can consider here the two cases. The case number 1, here the masses, if the mass is m1 equals to m2, so then the velocities are v1 equals to m1 minus m2 equals to 0, so then the term will be 0, so then 2m2 by so that is 2m2 into u2. That implies v1 equals to 2m2 gets cancelled, that equals to v1 equals to u2. Next, m1 equals to m2, substitute in equation number 5. So v2 equals to 2m1 by m2 equals to m1, that is 2m1 into u1 plus m1 equals to m2. So m2 equals to m1. m1 minus m1 gets cancelled, so that equals to 0. That means 2m1 gets cancelled. So v2 equals to u1. So this is equation number 6. This is equation number 7. So after the collision, so from this equation number 6 and equation number 7, when if the masses are equal, m1 of the spheres, m1 equals to m2, so what happens after the collision? v1 equals to u2, v2 equals to u1. That means after the collision the velocities are exchange. Next, case number 2. Case 2. So the case 2 is explained as if same, that is if m2 is greater than and greater than m1, the second sphere mass is more than the first sphere mass, and v2, so that is the second sphere velocity will be 0. Next here, so what is the equations? First equation number 4. So here u2 equals 0, the second term completely 0. So if the m2 is greater than and greater than m1, so mt is more than the m1. So here denominator is more, m1 plus m2, so then it is more. So the equation will become v1 equals to minus u1. Okay, and second equation number 5. In the equation number 5, u2 equals 0, second term is completely 0. Second term nothing but the second sphere completely, second term is completely 0, u2 equals 0. Set u1, so v2 equals to, so m1 plus m2, denominator is more, and 2m1, so m1 is less because of m2 is greater than and greater than m1. So m1 mass is very small. So then in case number 2, so here if u2 equals 0 and m2 is greater than and greater than m1, so then what happens? v2 is equals to 0. So then after the equation, after the collision, so m2 second mass is more than m1, and second sphere is at rest position. So v1 equals to minus u1. After the equation v1 equals to minus, it moves the velocity, the first sphere is moves opposite direction with velocity of u1, and second velocity, second body velocity, it is only at rest position, is approximately equals to 0. So these are the two cases of case number 1 and case number 2 in one dimensional collision.